What's your score predictions for today, people? What are your predictions? Let's get this retweeted on the pages. Come on, don't be shy. Let's get your score predictions. Get into the comment section now. Now. If you are new to the show, press that subscribe button. If you're a regular, press that like. Get it to the top. Starting lineup was a bit all over the place. I didn't know what was going on. I think I've got to have these on. Because otherwise, you're going to be able to hear the game. First corner, Matty Turner's facing against Arsenal. Is that Bukayo Saka lines up? Mike Dean having a word with the defenders in the box. Gibbs White and White rather fitting there. Turner's been the peacemaker here. Typical Matty Turner, the peacemaker. Top guy, top professional. White and Gibbs White getting involved. The referee's gonna have a word. They've got to be careful. White don't have none of it, but he needs to be careful. It's in the penalty area. There's another corner from Arsenal. The pressure's on. Sergio Aurelio clears it, but only momentarily. Gibbs White's all over him. Like I know he's defending, but ref, he needs to have a word. He's not even looking at the ball. Join us in the comment section, people. What's your score predictions for this game? Let's get the score up. Arsenal definitely putting the pressure on Forest at the moment. Declan Rice with his first Arsenal start. Lovely little ball from Ben White. Martinelli. Oh, lost control of it there. Let's see how Turner does in the Premier League when he has a run of games. I think he'll do all right. You know, it's hard as a goalkeeper to come in and out. I'm going to go live on TikTok as well. If you're live joining us, get in the comment section there. Come and join us live. Hold on, bear with me, people. All right. Yeah. No, I'm not on. You won't be able to see anyone. Lies. That was a lie. I just saw you. What we saying? We've got two joining us now on YouTube. We've got a few joining us on TikTok now as well. Messi the Goat's just joined us. Saka on the wing for Arsenal. Lays it back to Ben White. Out to Ewan Timber, starting his first game at left back. Martinelli. To Kai Havertz, the tall German, to Thomas Partey. Lays it off to Martin Odegaard. Odegaard to Saka. Saka on the wing, drops it in. Havertz at the back post. And Havertz should have called for that. Come on, man. Still no bid from Chelsea. They ain't got the money. The frauds. All the waffle just from the puppet journalist. Well, what's Casado going to do? I mean, I guess Brighton don't really care because it's going to get to a certain point and they're going to sort of cut it off, aren't they? Let's see, there's still plenty of time in the transfer window, but there has to be a certain point, a cut-off point, to when Brighton turn around and say they're not going to sell him. Arsenal nil, Nottingham Forest nil still. Thank you very much, Arsenal. Appreciate that badge. Arsenal best team. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the badge. Brandon Johnson. Shows why he's definitely not a 50 million pound player. We'll see how Liverpool get on this season, mate. We will see how Liverpool get on this season because if I was you, I'd be worried. Like, put it this way. Last season, if your team stays like this and you don't get any more midfielders in, last season was a good season for you. That's how bad your season's going to be if you don't get in a midfielder. And you need two. That's the worst thing. God, these headphones are dead. Where's my other one? Ben White lays it off to Julian Timber. Classy foul, Timber. Havertz to Rice. Bit soft there, left. Bit soft there. Play nice, people. Thank you very much, Kieran. Appreciate that. I can tell by your name you're Irish. Where's your family from? I'm working in Dublin. Oh. Yeah. Great ball there from Odegaard. Lovely weighted ball. My name's from Drogheda. And I'm working in Dublin soon. Looking forward to that one. I'm going to start doing some commentary in a second. I was just finishing this bar. So I'd advise you to switch off your mute your TVs if you're about to get the best commentary the Premier League's heard. Who needs Peter Drury, Martin Tyler, and Andy Townsend? When you can have Kieran Stewart do all of it. But first of all, we've got 15 people watching. 18, 19, 20. Let's just absolutely devastate the light on the screen. Yeah, get it going. Bukayo Saka on the setting up for a corner. William Saliba in the box. Willie Bowley's marshalling him right now. Ben White keeping away from Gibbs White. But Gibbs White cannot leave him alone. Ball goes back out to Saka. Doesn't get past the front post. Martin Odegaard drops it back on down to Saka. Saka twists and turns and can't get past the defender. Great defending there from Nottingham Forest. Saka lays it back to White. White scopes the pitch. Rice is calling for it. Rice is still calling for it. Doesn't get it. He plays it back to Timber. He's recycling the ball there. Timber on the ball. Gets past his man. There was a move from Odegaard, but the ball wasn't played. Declan Rice takes the ball from Thomas Partey. Takes it down on the left. Works his way back to William Saliba. William Saliba looks for the ball. Gets to Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz on the edge of the box. To Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard's wrestling with the defender. Holds him up. Bukayo Saka on the left. To Ben White. Ben White brings it back to William Saliba, who's looking for the ball, looking for a rangy pass there. But he gets shut down by Brennan. But White is there to clear up the ball back in Arsenal's half. Saliba on the ball to Havertz. Havertz dropping into the central midfield role there, next to Declan Rice. Martinelli on the wing drops it down to Declan Rice, who's actually taking up a position down there on the more left eighth position. All the Arsenal players currently camped in the Nottingham Forest half right now. Timber to Rice. Rice all the way back to Saliba. That Arsenal are looking for a space. They're being patient with it. Right. To Partey. Odegaard to Partey. Odegaard looks for the ball. Sees Havertz in there. Saka. But dispossessed by Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest on the break there, but surrounded by Arsenal defenders. Like a horde of wasps surrounding the player as soon as he gets the ball. A well-oiled machine there. Havertz strides down the wing to Timber, to Martinelli. Martinelli rides the challenge from Worrell, but it's too much there from the Nottingham Forest defender, and it's a free kick to Arsenal. Thomas Partey takes the quick free kick to Urian Timber. Urian Timber to Havertz down the wing. Declan Rice in an unusual position for Declan Rice, taking up that left wing role as we speak. It's gone all the way back to Julian Timber, but still in Nottingham Forest half there. Saliba to White. White to Saka. Saka back to White. Arsenal just toying with Nottingham Forest at the moment, looking for a space, keeping patient. Eddie Nketiah drops into the middle to find some play. pulls the defender out as well at the same time. Saka on the ball there. Back to Ben White. The tall, marauding fullback. Martin Odegaard drops into central midfield there, drops deep to get that ball. Thomas Partey strides out, drops the shoulder and takes it back into midfield. Back on the right there to Bukayo Saka. Saka twisting and turning, stands up his defender. Odegaard's looking for the ball. Arsenal are trying, but to no avail. The defensive structure of Nottingham Forest at the moment is too much. Arsenal cannot break through that brick wall of a defence called the Forest. They've lined up the trees and they're trying to batten them down. Arsenal have got the axes out to knock down these trees. Will they get through the Forest? Like the huntsman looking for Red Riding Hood. You are tuned in to KS1 TV, the Arsenal show. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe if you're new to the stream. Make sure you hit that like if you are a regular. Press that copy button. Press that share and that copy as well while you're there. If you are new to this stream, make sure you press that like. All right? This is all football. Yes, I support Arsenal. Oh my God, I've got 134 people watching. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. But why is there only 300 likes? What's going on? You're all talking in here. Just smash that like all at the same time. Bosh. 600. Bosh. 900. Bosh. 1-2. All right, let's go. What's the score? It's 0-0. Sorry, currently 0-0 as we speak. Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest. Arsenal putting the pressure on Forest. Forest have probably had the best chance opportunity in the game, but Brandon Johnson was offside, but it was high and wide for the Welsh international midfielder forward. Thank you very much. Look at that. Look at that. All them likes coming in. Appreciate that. Forest has scored. Boris Johnson, sit down. Currently 0-0 at the Emirates Stadium today. Nottingham Forest. Back to Aaron Ramsdale. Ball out to Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey. Brennan Johnson tries to run into Thomas Partey, but it was like a bird being hit by a steam train. Not in my house, Thomas Partey says. No entry to this party. Martinelli on the wing. Declan Rice overlapping there. Declan Rice sees Thomas Partey, but Thomas Partey goes for the first time. But there's no one there on the penalty spot for Arsenal. What did Thomas Partey see? Maybe he anticipated the run from Nketiah, but they were not on the same wavelength there. 123 people, and it's got to 1,000 likes, people. Absolutely love that. Absolutely love that. Thank you very much. Eddie almost scored. He didn't almost score, did he? Did he? 5 people in this live now. Come on, get in the comment section. I want to see your score predictions. What's your score predictions, people? What we got? Score predictions. City finished 5th this year. No way will City finish 5th. What's your Premier League predictions? Balogun dropping the PR message. Come on, you Gunners. Yeah, we all know what that was for. Typical Balogun PR. It's starting to get my nerves. It's been like this for the last, 4 years with Balogun. Like, do what you do. Like, it's up to him. But everything he does is just a PR stunt. Dexter, there's more chance of Millwall winning the Champions League this season than you getting mod access today. You're an absolute menace when you get it. It's tomorrow. No, yes, yeah, it is tomorrow. From yesterday. But you in the live was even... You get too excited. You get too excited. Yeah, but today is today, Dexter. We will go undefeated like the great Preston who did it first. Yeah, but I doubt Man City will go undefeated. That's a big ask. But let's get back to the commentary, people. Still, Nottingham Forest 0, Arsenal 0 at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal have been putting the pressure on Forest, but to no avail. It's been all they've seen is a wall of trees, a brick wall, the Forest wall. The Sheriff of Nottingham says no entry today. So far, 23 minutes into the game. Saka dropping deep. That's been the story of the game today so far. Saka not getting a minute. The Nottingham Forest left back is literally, I think he's going to follow him into the changing rooms at this rate. Saliba with the ball to Rice. Rice finds Havertz. Havertz on the edge of the area. Havertz a bit slow there for the shot. I don't think he wanted to shoot. I think he was looking for his man, but there was no one there. Partey on the edge of the box there as well now. Passes it back to Ben White. Ben White to Martin Odegaard. Odegaard sees Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey sees Bukayo Saka on the left. On the right, sorry. Saka looking to twist and turn his fullback and trying to find an inch of space, which he's not been able to find so far in the game. He's kept him frustrated. Saliba on the ball. Make sure you're following, please. Make sure you're hitting that follow button. I want to see at least 100 follows after this stream. Declan Rice there sees Bukayo Saka on the edge of the box. Bukayo Saka turns back onto his left. Thomas Partey finds Bukayo Saka. Saka goes for the shot, but it's blocked there. A great block there by Nottingham Forest defender. Saka looks for the space, goes for the pass with his right foot, and it's blocked by McKenna. It's a corner to Arsenal. The pressure is on. How long can they keep this pressure going? How long can they keep it going? I want to hear what will be the time of the first goal. Not who's going to score it, what team's going to score it. Time of the first goal. It's currently 0-0, 24 minutes in. 23 minutes coming up now. Bukayo Saka looking to take a corner for Arsenal. He's teeing him up. There's not as much jostling in the box as there was in the first 5 minutes of this game when Gibbs White and White were fighting out for who's the best White. Martinelli on the edge of the box there, playing the sill. Doing circus tricks, trying to find space. Oh, lovely little touch. Martinelli finds space. And can you shoot? Oh! Arsenal do it. 1-0. Eddie, when he's called upon, he does it. When asked, when called, he scored. What's the score? 1-0 Arsenal against Nottingham Forest. I said it wouldn't be too long. They were battering down the door and Forest couldn't see it. There was a crack in the wood and Arsenal have exploited it. 1-0 to the Arsenal. Absolutely brilliant there from Arsenal. Kept on twisting, kept on probing, looking for the space. Martinelli with a bit of a trickery. Absolutely Samba magic, we're going to call it. Gabriel Martinelli drops a little bit of skill, then the pirouette. Finds Nketiah by luck, but Nketiah had a lot to do there. Sees his defender, drops the shoulder, puts it in the back of the net. Come on, Arsenal. See, I told you, I'll do both parts. I'll do the commentary and the little punditry. I'm Martin Tyler and Andy Gray. All right. I'm Peter Drury and Lee Dixon. Come on. If you're enjoying this train, press that like. If you want more commentary, press that like, people. Press that like. Smash that like. Show your appreciation for the scream. Arsenal, it's back in there. It's back in their defence. Benjamin White for Arsenal. We're going to call him Benjamin Knight. The knight in shining armour. Ben White. Benny Blanco. What else you got? Jurriën Timber with his smooth transition from Ajax to Arsenal. It's a match made in heaven. Timber by name in his first game against Forest, and he's chopping them down. Liverpool. How you doing, Freedom? Declan Rice to Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey puts his foot on the ball. That's a little Declan Rice trick the other day. I think they're learning from each other already. They're rubbing off on each other. It's a Rice Partey, gel off Rice at this one. And it's the Ghanaian version. We love it. We love it. We absolutely love it. Let's get more people in the stream. Share that stream. Like that stream. Do what you got to do to get people in here. The more, the merrier. All right, and I'll keep on doing these lives. I'm actually enjoying this one. This is fun. Need to get a new pair of headphones. I'm just going to get them from upstairs. Are you speaking French to me? You're speaking French to me. Monsieur. Eddie Nketiah drops down into midfield, takes the ball off of Thomas, passes the ball to Thomas Partey. William Saliba to Declan Rice. Declan Rice finds Urian Timber to Martinelli, the man who made the goal, to find a little bit of space. There was no space. And as I said, he found a gap in the trees. He saw the break in between in the lines and he exploited it. Martin Odegaard puts the ball out on the right to Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka trying to take on his man. I need to find out the name of these Nottingham Forest players. Odegaard leaves the ball there for Thomas Partey. A lovely little trick. I don't think Thomas Partey was ready for that one. But he's, oh my God, how did he get out of that? Surrounded by 3 Arsenal players, and he still managed to get out alive. Better than Robin Hood would have, with the Sheriffs of Nottingham chasing him. Let's check who we got. That's it. Love that. Yeah, love that. Thank you very much to that Rangers that did that. Appreciate that, mate. What are we saying? Everyone being nice to each other in the stream. Arsenal bottle first. Who do you support, my shop? Who do you support? Who do you support? There's a lot of talk. Have anyone asked him who he supports? That's the first thing you ask when someone tries to mug off your team. Who do you support? Don't even engage with them any further until they tell you their team. It's pointless. Absolutely pointless. Declan Rice passes the ball back to Urian Timber there. Urian Timber finds Benny Blanco Benjamin, aka Benjamin White, and they're just passing the ball around, keeping it patient there. Arsenal, Martin Odegaard, the captain, the Norwegian Viking captain, Martin Odegaard, finds Declan Rice. Declan Rice to Partey, his Partey partner in Thomas Partey. Partey to Urian Timber. He supports Bayern Munich. Yes, no, he don't. I know he ain't jumping into the screen, this stream, mugging off Arsenal when he supports Bayern Munich because he's a bit gassed today because they've got Harry Kane. Sit down. Kai Havertz on the left wing. Sees Nketiah. But Nketiah couldn't get on the ball. That could have been an assist there for Kai Havertz. But it wasn't enough. Eddie Nketiah just couldn't get in front of the man there. Is that Worrell did enough? Joe Worrell did enough for Nottingham Forest just to get, because Eddie Nketiah was lurking. Tottenham is better. Tottenham are not better than Arsenal. Come on, man. Tottenham have just lost their best striker. And if they get in a striker who scores 30 goals, they are only staying at the same level that they are. Oh, is it surely a goal, Arsenal? Nketiah! Oh, I would have gone down for a pen. 100% I would have gone down for a pen. No, you thought it was a goal. You was trying to second guess it there. Bukayo Saka drops onto his left. Saka! What a goal from Bukayo Saka! That's not a little chili. That's a big chili, because that was absolutely red hot from the England international winger. Absolutely brilliant there from Bukayo Saka. Gets on the ball after it was released from the box from Arsenal. The little man there, he just puts the ball, drops onto his left, and I'm sure Matty Turner is familiar to what he's seen in front of him. He knew that the danger was there, but you just can't stop it. Bukayo Saka, one of the best forwards in the world at the moment, Absolutely sublime. Showing his class. Showing why I have him as my captain for the dream team. Come on, Arsenal. Absolutely unbelievable there from Bukayo Saka. Left the goalkeeper with zero chance of saving it. Is he a Tottenham fan? He ain't a Tottenham fan. He's not a Tottenham fan joining the stream, giving it the Billy Big Nuts. That's why everyone's left my stream, because I had it as 0-0 still. They were like, "Skeezer's behind." All right, keep smashing that like, people. Keep smashing that like. Declan Rice to Benny Blanco. It's 2-0 to Arsenal, and they're in cruise control now. Great first half from Arsenal. If there were any questions about whether Arsenal were going to carry on from where they left off last season, were there any questions about whether Arsenal could sustain what they did, whether it was a one-season wonder? Your questions are being answered now. Arsenal 2, Nottingham Forest 0. There's your answer, people. Arsenal are not the one-season wonders that people were trying to claim they were. Arsenal are there for good. Arsenal are there to stay. Let's set up the stream for the post-match reaction, people. Arsenal's first game of the season. We cannot miss the post-match reaction. It will be at... what's the time? It's just thrown off a little bit, isn't it? It'll be... So, 1 o'clock. Be 3? That's 2 hours after... 2 hours after kickoff. So, yeah, so it started at 1, didn't it? So it'd be 3. Let's do it just after. We're going to do the post-match reaction just after 3. What will the score be? It's already 2-0 to Arsenal. Wash your hands, your face, you wash your... Arsenal. Big up Arsenal, Maldini FC. Appreciate that. I'm just going to give the stream a little bit of love right now, because they have been absolutely brilliant today so far. 100 people in the stream. Let's keep it consistent. Let's smash that like. We're going to keep this Arsenal commentary going. Smash the like if you appreciate the commentary there. And I appreciate all the comments about my Arsenal shirt, my Ireland shirt. All the comments about my Ireland shirt. Appreciate that, people. My nan would be proud. Hey. Arsenal best team. Don't start getting wound up by this fella. What's the point? Don't get wound up by him. You crazy? Arsenal winning. The sun is out. It's barbecue weather. Don't get wound up by someone in the stream. We want to keep him in the stream because pick numbers in the stream. What are you saying? What are you saying, Daniel? Daniel, do not spam it. Daniel, don't spam it. Daniel. Oh, for fuck's sake, Daniel. Why do people do that? So fucking odd. Especially when you read out their thingy as well. I put mods in here, man. And yeah, I put mods in here. So Rangers is back there, but I had other mods and they started going crazy, started banning and muting people for no reason. My eyebrows are amazing. Thank you very much, G. Appreciate that. They are a family trait. We our eyebrows is what, yeah. People ask me if I do anything to my eyebrows, and no, I don't. Oh, Arsenal there with another chance. I'm going to start commenting. You bottled first place. But who do you support? He supports Rangers. Why are you even going at Rangers? He's not even an Arsenal fan, you donut. You absolute wally. Eddie Nketiah there with another chance. Nottingham Forest look like they could be in trouble here. Bolly saving their blushes again before it's 3-0 before half-time. Arsenal are rampant. Arsenal are not stopping today. They're going, they've tasted blood. They like the taste of it, and they're going for the jugular. Yeah, I trust you can be a mod. Go on. But don't start going crazy with it, Arsenal. Like, I don't, if people, don't start just muting people because they're winding you up. Just ignore them sometimes. Yeah. But if people start getting offensive, that's different. If people are spamming, we don't want spammers. I completely understand if you think I missed your what you said. I'll try and read them all out, but don't just put hi. That's just jarring. Arsenal 2, Nottingham Forest 0, and they've had all the play so far. Nottingham Forest had a singular chance from Ben Johnson, but couldn't put it away. And I think that one was offside anyway. Eddie Nketiah on the left after a pass from Martinelli. Kai Havertz to Thomas Partey there. Thomas Partey to Martin Odegaard. Arsenal trying to be a bit too fancy at the moment, and they come unstuck. They've lost the ball. They're being a little bit too cocky, some people would say. Oh, we're up to 2,300 likes, people. Love that. Absolutely quality. Quality. It's a free kick to Nottingham Forest. 3 fouls each. It's not been a dirty game at all, I wouldn't have said. But Nottingham Forest do look like they're going to be run ragged. I think by about the 60th minute, it's going to be a bit too much for Forest, and we could see a few goals going after that. It's 2-0 to Arsenal. Let me put the score in here. I reckon Arsenal could get another goal before half time with only 4 minutes left. William Saliba starting how he left off in the Manchester City game, cool, calm, and composed. William Saliba. Tajiri and Timber. Thomas, party. Declan Rice. Spray the 60-yard diag. But it's intercepted by the Nottingham Forest fullback. Benny Blanco scoping out his man like he's hunting for the Red October. Declan Rice, Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz with a poor ball there, but Martinelli cleans up. Sees his man out there on the left. on his right. His forward counterpart in Saka. Saka sees the overlap from Odegaard, but chooses not to go there. But Saka to Odegaard. Odegaard looking for his man. Pulls the ball back. Little bit of skill there, little bit of footwork to Benny Blanco. No one in the penalty spot there. Havertz, you should be there, mate. That's where you should be. Havertz, you should be there. You should be making them late runs into the box. Saka to Rice. Rice on the shot. Oh! Lovely shot from Declan Rice. Havertz is an AM centre. 100%. He's not comfortable as a centre forward, man. He likes to play in front of him. And when it's in front of him, he looks good. When he's on the shoulder of the last man, it just looks uncomfortable. But he's got to get his confidence back. He's got to find his fight. He's got to find his play. I reckon give it 6 months. I think we're going to see a really good player. And over the next couple of seasons, I think you'll be able to see the markings of a top class player. I'm excited to see what he can do because he's so tall. If you've got someone with that presence, if they're confident, they can start to bully people. But he needs to use. He should be using that his frame. Like Mikel Arteta won't let him be. Like I know a lot of the complaints will see his movement and he's lazy and stuff like that. He's very lethargic. Arteta won't let him be that player because he can't be with us because you won't play. Nottingham Forest playing ping pong with the ball there, but they've got out of trouble. But Martinelli cleans up and wins the ball back for Arsenal, and Jurriën Timber plays it back. The fourth official puts up 3 minutes on the board. Declan Rice takes the ball off of Aaron Ramsdale and finds Kai Havertz in his own half. Havertz back to Rice and Rice to Thomas Partey, his midfield counterpart. Joloff-Rice combination is working good. Eddie and Katie are dropping deep, drawing out the man. That seems to be what they're doing today, Arsenal. That seems to be the instructions of Nottingham Forest. Follow your man wherever he goes. But Arsenal players have been wise to that and they're dropping in and it's pulling the Nottingham Forest players out of position. And a quick little bit phase of play seems to unlock that defence. It seems to be they pull the man from the middle, which will open up a little bit of space because Declan Rice keeps on dropping wide. And I don't think they know what to do with him. They don't really want to follow him that far out. It's kind of no man's land. Good interception there by Nottingham Forest because that would have been immediate danger there from Arsenal. But it's cleaned up by Kai Havertz and it's passed back to Thomas Partey. Partey looking for a bit of space, pulling it left, pulling it right, trying to find open space. It's Jurriën Timber. Jurriën Timber's with a underpassed it, under poor pass. Nottingham Forest player there sees Martinelli over his shoulder and tries to foul him while he has the ball at his feet. How are you trying to foul someone when you had the ball? You've given up there. Havertz to Saka. Saka to Havertz and back to Saka. Havertz just jogging along there next to his man. Saliba to Jurriën Timber, Timber to Rice, Rice to Martinelli, who's been a danger for Nottingham Forest. He's not really been given the ball too much, but when he has made something of it. Thomas Partey wins the ball back there from Nottingham Forest. They couldn't do anything with it, but Timber loses it again. A couple of soft passes there from Jurriën Timber, and he needs to put a little bit more on it from that pass. Never under hit it, they say. Never under hit it. Oh, we got people in the comment section. I didn't even see. I can't put the game on, Lucas. Flying the wall. Sorry, didn't see you there. Right, we're the strongest team in the world right now. They're coming for everything this season. Champions League, Premier League, FA, La Liga, Europa. Flying the wall, you forgot something. The World Cup. We're Arsenal. Come on. Love that. Absolutely love that. See that? That is Arsenal fans there. We're mental. People say we're deluded. We're not. We're fucking passionate. We love it. We love it. We love people. We love it when people take the piss because we can fucking tell them about themselves. We love it when people big us up. We love it when people hate when we win. We love it. We love being a little bit deluded, a little bit crazy. We fucking love it. And I don't care. Who cares about whatever fans think? Who gives a shit? They decide to support some other team. No one cares. No one should care what any other fans think. Care about what Arsenal fans think. That's different. Don't care about what fucking other fans think. And when Arsenal fans, when I say care about what other fans think, have your own opinion, debate it. Care enough to have a thought about it. Care enough to have a feeling about what people say about the club. Come on, Arsenal. What do you like about Haaland? Haaland's a beast. I like his presence, his finishing, his arrogance. He's a quality player. He's a quality player. I let them sort of bully strikers. They kind of went missing because they were probably still always about, but they weren't the main focus. Your striker that people wanted, they wanted an all rounder, but Haaland just brought it back. Like he's brought back that style of striker to the point that you can't ignore it. To the point that other clubs are now looking and thinking, actually, we could do that old school kind of. Yeah, no, he's not better than Zlatan. He's not. He's not technically better than Zlatan. He might be a better goal scorer in the long run, but he's not a better player than Zlatan Ibrahimovic. No. Goal scorer, maybe. Zlatan Ibrahimovic was a joke. An absolute joke. Where was he playing at this point now? Was he still at Ajax at this point? Pull up Zlatan Ibrahimovic's goal scoring records. He was a joke, Zlatan. How much was Zlatan Ibrahimovic worth in his prime? Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Is he still at Ajax or already been bought by then? Where was he there? Who was he playing for at that point? Was it Juventus at that point? Bloody hell. Did Barcelona get him from Juventus? I didn't even know that. Two thousand ten went to Barcelona. But I'm looking online, people answering the questions that I'm saying here. How much was Sam? I just see Samuel Eto'o. How much would Samuel Eto'o be worth in this time? Samuel Eto'o. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, yeah, combined transfer fee ain't even a lot. Ibrahimovic combined transfer fee is 169 million. That's crazy. That's crazy. Arsenal winning the league. Love your enthusiasm. 130 million for Samuel Eto'o. Samuel Eto'o is one forgotten players. Forgotten players. Samuel Eto'o is a forgotten player. Like when people get hyped up about players, Samuel Eto'o. Who else? Who else is a forgotten player that no one ever speaks about? And I feel like it's around the era. Gabriel Batistuta. Oh, if you're talking about the type of striker that people are getting a hard on for about at the moment, you're bullying, you're sort of strong, decent pace, hold up play, and finishing like a machine. Gabriel Batistuta, that geezer was an absolute animal. Gabriel Batistuta, absolutely beautiful hair, and he was an absolute beast. Absolute monster. Quality player. Quality player. Yeah, you don't score and in that era, you didn't score. People weren't scoring goals like that. And Gabriel Batistuta's goal scoring record is 318 games, 183 goals, 22 assists, and that's a quality goal scoring record for a player that played in Serie A his whole career. 203 goals for Fiorentina. Forgotten players. Give me another forgotten player. Yeah, mate, he was classy, bro. I don't know why you're looking out for Havertz. Leave the geezer alone. Tony, from the past. Bloody hell. Batigol. Batigol? Don't remember him. Oh, is that what he was called? Oh, I didn't know that. Batigol. I didn't know that was his nickname. Pippo Inzaghi. Now, I wasn't a massive fan of Inzaghi, but I appreciated him. And he, as a goal scorer, around that time, there wasn't anyone better than Pippo Inzaghi. Class player. Del Piero doesn't get enough praise. 100%. 100% Del Piero. Del Piero and Trezeguet. Remember that partnership? Unbelievable. Unbelievable partnership, Del Piero and Trezeguet. Let me see. Who was the other players around that time? Hernan Crespo. Hernan Crespo. Another quality player. doesn't get much spoken about. Guti. Real Madrid, Guti. He was a joke. It was like you had the Galacticos, yeah, and then there was this random geezer in there where there was no story about Real Madrid spending ridiculous amounts of money on him. There was no stories about this geezer's the best in the world or that. He was just in the team season after season after season. And then you watched him and you were like, oh, yeah, no, this geezer's quality. Guti for Real Madrid, absolutely quality player, underrated, never spoken about. Yeah. Ruud Gullit. People don't know about Ruud Gullit. When he went Chelsea, he was a player that didn't have a position that was recognised in English football. And he was just quality. He used to sit in front of the defence, and it wasn't even a defensive midfielder because it was deeper than that. And he just used to marshal everything, and he was mustard. And Chelsea won a couple of cups with him, and he became their manager, and got them to the final of 2 trophies, and then Gianluca Vialli took it over, and yeah, the rest is history. He gets the hype for it. Hernan Crespo. Hey, I got one for you. I got one for you, Scott. No one speaks about this player. Recoba. The left foot on Recoba. Naughty. Recoba. Joke. Love the island kit. Thank you very much, David. Oh, Nedved. Edgar Davis and Nedved. Pavel Nedved. Oh, again, another player that doesn't get spoken about. Riquelme. Gascoigne. Gas a top player. Yeah, mate, Gascoigne. But I feel like people talk about Gascoigne a lot because of the sad story and how it's going now. And people always will refer to him as, he was such a genius as a footballer and how he could have been and how things could have been different. Like they know, we all know about Gaza. But yeah, I don't think people have seen Gaza. They just see Gaza, the geezer who's drunk all the time. But they don't see him. And he used to glide around the pitch. I started watching Gaza when he went to Rangers because I was too young at the point to really grasp football at all when he was at Lazio. But when he was at Rangers and they had that team, I was like, fucking hell. But he even done bits when he was at Middlesbrough. He did all right at Middlesbrough as well. He was the quality player. Guti is an unsung. Yeah, 100%. Roberto Baggio. Yeah, 100%. I don't think Baggio just doesn't get spoken about at all. But again, another player was just an immense dribbler of the ball, could score goals, good in the air, was just a sick player. James is going for 5-0, Saka 2 goals, Martinelli 1, Nketiah 1, and Odegaard 1. Gascoigne, top England player, top Rangers player. Big appreciation. I'm a Spurs fan, but Saka's goal was world class. He is. Yeah, Recoba. Pablo Aimar. Great shout. He's just actually popped up on my computer, Pablo Aimar. What a player. Pablo Aimar in that team with Gaisca Mendieta, and then a young David Silva. A very young David Silva. And I think they also had Gerrard in their team at that time as well, that Valencia team. That Valencia team was ridiculous. They who was their centre back? Was it Roberto Ayala? Joke of a team. Absolute joke of a team. Quaresma was different gear, mate. Quaresma, the streets will never forget. Ricardo Quaresma, a bit like what's his name? Who's the one that was at QPR, Tottenham, Benfica? skillful Moroccan. He was like that. Just class. Charisma, just class. Davor Suker, top player. Top player. I liked him. I don't remember him being bad at Arsenal, but apparently people were saying Davor Suker was just not good at Arsenal. But he scored a couple of nice goals at Arsenal, man, Davor Suker. Then he went to West Ham. Davor Suker with the shout. People are happy about Davor Suker. Look, Davor Suker's getting bigged up today. Remember Davor Suker's goal against Denmark in the European Championships? Quality. That's when we bought him. What's up, MUFC? You good? Valencia was different gear. That goalie. Oh, yeah, Canizares. Canizares as well. Great shout. Great shout. Canizares. At that time, Spain had some sick goalkeepers. I swear, John Dickinson, football knowledge is currently unmatched right now. I'm not anyone saying, oh, who's that player? Johnny's just reading their mind and then just going, whoop. Yeah, Rafa Benitez was the manager. He was the manager at the time. Tarat. There we go. Great shot. Tarat. It was like Tarat. Abel Tarat. Oh my gosh. The streets will never forget. Another streets will never forget player. JJ Kocher. If you can do a rainbow flick in a Premier League match, the streets will never forget. Balassi goes in that as well. Streets will never forget. Who else? Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho is the king of that. He is the king of skill on a football pitch and entertainment. Ronaldinho's the king. And then you've got players like Charisma who are in around that, Kocher. And Cristiano Ronaldo was a part of that as well. He loved the little trick. He's a showboat, or loves to play to the crowd. Those sorts of players. Who else? I'm just trying to rattle off names now. Who else? Who else was one of those players? Here's one that no one will really. Ravanelli. Who remembers Ravanelli? Player. Fabrizio Ravanelli. He was a player. The Silver Fox. Gianluca Viari, God rest his soul. Even though I'm not religious. It's just a thing to say, innit? Yeah, we're talking about but not just, it's more like cult heroes. The streets will never forget. Or like players that are like forgotten, underrated. So yeah, we're going for them ones, Kai. Just players that are kind of forgotten when they shouldn't be. Christian Vieri. Didn't get to see too much of him. Solid player. One that just popped up. Mihailovic. But he was a racist little bastard. He always used to spit at players or be racist. Hatem Ben Arfa. Yeah, 100%. Hatem Ben Arfa's in there. Oscar for Chelsea. What happened to him? I've made a cult hero videos. And Kocher is one of them. Bolton. Yeah. Kocher was class. There we go. Gaming rage. Cazorla is underrated as a player. Not for Arsenal fans, but everyone else. No one saw. I couldn't even tell you what foot Cazorla plays with. Because he used to take free kicks and corners with both feet. Like, any player that could do that needs respect. All right, we're going to go back into some commentary soon, people. Second half, Miguel Nadal, the beast. You do know that's Rafa Nadal's uncle? Janino and Emerson and Ravanelli, that team. How did that Middlesbrough team go down? Was that because they got points deducted? He won the Champions League with Juve in '96 before moving to Borough. Then get out of it, Kai. Get out of it. Do you know that, bro? Yeah, he was. Cazorla. Caleb. Michu. I spoke about Michu. Payet and Michu. Oh, shouts. Absolute shouts. I spoke about Caleb's forgotten. Caleb is a forgotten player. I think what makes Caleb a kind of forgotten player is because he was so unselfish. He never shot. He never had a shot on goal. He was always passing. His assists were ridiculous. Just constant to take past 5 players and just put it on the plate and open net for someone. Quality, Caleb. But he did hurt when he left Barcelona. Like, that really hurt. And he should never have done it. Certainly Sills was so good, yeah. He was. Balotelli. I like Balotelli. Rosicky was underrated. Rosicky, I think it was more because of his injuries. So he didn't really ever get seen to that level. Arshavin, I watched some Arshavin footage the other day. So I also did a pod with a guy who's a Russian expert. And he was telling, he knows a lot, he knows everyone basically. It kind of seems like a thing in Russia. If you are someone kind of that's in the know, you end up just knowing everyone. Correct me if I'm wrong if we've got some Russian people in the comment section. And he was telling me a story about Arshavin. So apparently, the reason why Arshavin's career at Arsenal was so chalk and cheese is because Arshavin came to Arsenal and he was getting the big money. He was getting more money than what he was getting in Russia. And obviously, he joined in January and he smashed it in January until the end of the season. Then at the end of the season, he's done all these taxes, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, where's all my money? And they're like, well, you get taxed a lot more over here. And he was like, his attitude said, so I could have played in Russia and got paid more money in Russia. Oh, what? No way. What happened to Timber? Gone down unchallenged. That's not good. That's not good at all. Stephen Ireland underrated. 100%. I saw his thing the other day. What happened there? Oh no, that looks like interior ligament at the back. That looks like the interior knee ligament, not the ACL. No, this don't look too good. Oh, Berbatov, what a player! Yeah, no, but that, like you said, that's a knock. That's got nothing to do with it, surely. Timber. Oh, I see what you did there. Very good. But right now I'm hurting. My chest is hurting. Michael Johnson for Man City. I don't think he's underrated. He just didn't have a career. Like, because of obviously circumstances. And he ended up having a drinking problem, didn't he? Tomiyasu coming on. This is why you buy this level of players. He's jarred it. He's jarred it. That's not good. That don't look good at all. That threw me off completely what I was talking about. Absolutely threw me off. What jersey that you got? Oh, Boyce, it's an Island top. Sorry. Didn't see you there, mate. It's an Island top from 94. I think it's a 94 one. Jackie Charlton and the Ireland team. It might actually be 95. Or it might even be 93. I can't remember. I didn't change kits as much. those days. So, lovely pass. Kai Havertz to Bukayo, to Eddie Nketiah on the wing. Eddie Nketiah takes it past Warren, but then does a lovely little flick back to Bukayo Saka. Saka sees Odegaard. Odegaard out on the left to Martinelli. Martinelli sees the overlap from Rice. Rice sees Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu goes for the long shot, and it was not enough power on there. The defender, 5 minutes on, not even 5 minutes onto the pitch, trying to make his mark. And there's a long ball out from Turner to Brennan Johnson. Brennan Johnson tries to find, but it's blocked there by the octopus, who is Thomas Partey. Partey. Benny Blanco to Rice. Rice back to Thomas Partey. Partey in the middle to William Saliba. Saliba passes it out on the left to Tomiyasu there. Declan Rice stands there with his eyes open, saying, "Give me the ball. Give me the ball." Thomas Partey sees Saka out on the right and sprays a long ball out to Saka along the ground. Saka passes it back in field to Martin Odegaard. Odegaard back down to his own half, back to William Saliba. Arsenal recycling it. We saw a lot of this in the first half. Patience is a virtue for this Mikel Arteta's Arsenal. William Saliba passes the ball back to Benjamin Blanco there. Who's that? John Joe O'Toole. Oh, God. You lot have gone right into the depths now, ain't you? Kai Havertz passes it off to William Saliba there. William Saliba to Declan Rice. Tomiyasu sees Martinelli. Martinelli to Thomas Partey. Partey flicks it out to over the head of the Nottingham Forest midfield. Misses out the man to Saka. Saka drops a little step over there. Tries to find a space. He's pulled back by the Forest player, but he still gets past his man. Whoa! The referee needs to be careful there, Worrell. Pulling back Saka. Lucky Bukayo Saka chose not to go down. But he had the option. He gave the option there. He was very smart there. The Nottingham Forest defender. It was good defending in the end. It was actually good defending. So credit where credit's due. It wasn't just a tuck back. He timed it to perfection. It was clever. It was clever play. Yeah, you got to say it was clever play there from the Nottingham Forest defender. It looked like he did commit to the grab, but then didn't go through with it. Solid defending there for Nottingham Forest. Benjamin White there sprays a long ball along the floor to Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard twists and turns like a corkscrew to Kai Havertz, but Kai Havertz is slow on the ball there, dispossessed, but actually it was a foul. It was a foul. They had to foul him there to get the ball. It looked like Kai Havertz slightly dwelled on the ball, but actually it was a foul from the Nottingham Forest defender. Yeah, it did look like Kai Havertz was a bit slower there, but that's what I'm trying to do. I said when I come on, Scott, I said I'm going to play both parts. He was slightly slow on the ball there. But, it was actually foul from the Nottingham Forest defender. Arsenal still 2-0 at the Emirates Stadium here. Tomiyasu looking for his man. He sees Martinelli, who drops in deep in the Nottingham Forest half. Back in the Arsenal half. Now to William Saliba. Saliba, when asked last week by Zinchenko, who was the player, what Saliba was like, his answer was Rolls Royce. Rolls Royce. He said his reply from Rio Ferdinand when asked. He said Rolls Royce. Loving the rolling of the R's. Rolls Royce. Yes, Zinny. Come on, people have gone slow on the lights now. We was at 2,000 within 10 minutes. We've had hundreds of people in this stream. It's now down to 28, but we're going to get him back up with some hype. Scotty threw me off with that. This is genuinely like I'm listening to Talk Sport. It gassed me up. I can't lie, Scott. You gassed me up, and it threw me off. All right, got to focus again. Finally, some pressure in the Arsenal half here. Nottingham Forest AA, who has had quite a lot of defending to do whilst having to look after Bukayo Saka, who has been red hot today. Anya. It's Anna. I think it's Anna. Kai Havertz using his height there. Good save there from Aaron Ramsdale. He wasn't to know whether it was actually going to be in play or not. He done the job. He's barking at his defenders. Line up. Watch your man. Controlling of his area. But he was offside. Brought it down. And a good save there from Aaron Ramsdale. Yeah, the goalkeeper's not actually going to mind doing that. Yeah, because Aaron Ramsdale's not actually had much to do. So in those times that he does actually have something to do, he doesn't mind having to save it. So it's keeping him warm. It's keeping him fresh. So it's all good. Yeah. Aaron Ramsdale actually having a go at the lino for not calling that ball a lot earlier. But as our co-commentator Tony just said, why not? Sheffield United or Palace? It's got to be Palace for me. I know a few people at Palace, and yeah, it's a bit more local than Sheffield. You know, we've all done this on FIFA. Mate, do you know what, yeah? I used to do this when my mates were playing. So we'd playing pro, and I'd be like, Henry on the ball, drops it back to Gilberto to Vieira. Who's Vieira going to shoot? And it used to just gas my mates up so much. They were just popping shots off everywhere. And if I didn't do the commentary, people were like, Kids, what's going on? What's going on? Where's the commentary? So you got to love the commentary. You got to love it. Thomas Partey on the ball, sprays it, but it's gone nowhere. It's going to no one. And Matty Turner cleans it up. Matty Turner looks like he's having a little bit of a joke with the Arsenal players there. I think Nottingham Forest fans are going to appreciate that one. Laughing and joking. 2-0 down with your old teammates. Remember who you're playing for, Matty. Remember who you're playing for. So if our Rangers, sorry, mate, it's Rangers for me. It has always been. Where can I find my own? Your own what, Snowy? Matty Turner sprays a long ball out there to the wing, but is that Tomiyasu? Kai Havertz puts the pressure on the defender. Aurelia out to Thomas Partey, who collects it from the hands of Aaron Ramsdale. Aaron Ramsdale to Rice, who's deep in the middle, deep in his own half with Thomas Partey. We're going to call that the Geloff-Rice combination. That's what it starts off in the first game of the season. Geloff-Rice starts, and that's how it will remain until the end of the season, because that partnership is a match made in heaven at the moment. Need it. I've lost Champions League finals on FIFA, but it's okay because the commentator was neutral. 100%. Don't matter. Gets you hyped. I do it. I do it if we're having a kick around on the pitch. You just know people are going to shoot. And you can imagine you're playing on the pitch and someone's commentating. It's just, yeah. Nottingham Forest at the moment with no real ideas. Drop the ball back into defence. Saliba cleans it up. Havertz to Rice. Rice to Partey. Partey to Benjamin Blanco. Back to Rice. Arsenal just playing with the ball here in their own half. No rush. Keeping it patient. Waiting for an opportunity to arise. Waiting for a gap to present itself so they can play their football, exploit that space, and hopefully get another goal in this game. I said at around the 60th minute mark, Nottingham Forest would be tired because they've been running around, chasing shadows, chasing the ball, and I don't think that's too far away. It's coming up to the 60th minute now, and I feel like it's not going to be too far away until Arsenal get their third goal. I completely agree there, John. Arsenal have been probing. They're kind of taking their foot off the pedal, which could get Nottingham Forest back in the game. And if they were to get a goal here, Arsenal could find themselves a bit more sweaty than they wanted to, if you know what I mean. Putting the pressure on themselves when they could have this game away. Eddie Nketiah drops the shoulder. Yeah. Martin Odegaard shouts instructions to him. Keep the ball, recycle it, keep it simple. Do not get greedy. A goal will come. A goal will come. 100k enough. 100k what? Dexter, you got more chance of juggling snot. How comes you're only about when there's 17 people in here? I had a solid 170 for a good half hour. Thomas Partey looking to probe, looking to pick and poke and find some space, but he couldn't. It was cut out there. William Saliba cleans up, stands. Brennan Johnson stands. Gibbs White there with lovely footwork, lovely spin, 2 pirouettes to get away from Arsenal players. Sprays the ball out to the right with a lovely pass. Morgan Gibbs White, an absolute mouthful of a name, an absolute mouthful of a player. No, it should be Morgan Gibbs White, an absolute mouthful of a name, and an absolute handful of a player. I tried too much then, lost the ball to Odegaard. Don't try and do tricks around Odegaard. Eddie and Nketiah fouled there by Gibbs White. Is he going to help him up? Not on your Nelly. Half an hour left at the Emirates Stadium. Will Nottingham Forest have much more say in this game? Get your comments in. Get your score predictions in. Let us know what you're thinking about this one. Timber is injured. He looks like a bad one. Went down unchallenged. Looks like his interior knee ligament. If that is the case, we could be talking about a minimum 6 to 8 weeks out injured. And that's usually just to see the extent of the injury. Kai Havertz on the edge of the area. Looks for the man, but there's a good challenge there from the Nottingham Forest player. And then William Saliba in the Nottingham Forest half brings down the centre midfielder. Yeah, it's a definite foul there from William Saliba. 100% a foul. Brennan Johnson just about to turn his man, getting away. Some would say it's a smart foul. Some would say it's a smart. It's like Gabby all over again. Don't say that. Don't say that. Like he was able to walk. It was. I don't think it was a snap. I think it was a pull. Because even when he was coming off, it looked like he was mouthing the words, like not precautionary, but like basically saying it's not too bad, but it's just come off anyway. So, but when it's that sort of injury, you don't want to risk it because it's more about how will it react when the player actually pushes it, when he has like a quick jolt out of it, when he has a little quick turn. And that's the only times you're really going to be able to test it. So if you felt something, just get your scan, 6 to 8 weeks, 4 weeks, have a rest, whatever you got to do. Tomiyasu receives the ball from Declan Rice. Declan Rice takes it past 2 people there and wins himself a foul. Arsenal probably feeling after a good 15 minutes of this half that it's gone a bit flat. Nottingham Forest have been able to get into the game, not really done anything with it, but they have allowed them to get into the game. Will Arsenal bring up the pace of it? Will Arsenal bring the tempo back to what they had in the first half, which was getting results? Prodding and probing and breaking down that door is what they had to do. They did that in the end. Declan Rice and Martinelli not really reading off the same hymn sheet there. And Declan Rice passed it the wrong side of the Brazilian international. Arsenal getting frustrated. Sergio Aurier pushes Martinelli in the back after Martinelli gives him a little push. It's handbags at 10 paces there, mate. Handbags at 10 paces. There was no real need for Martinelli to push Sergio Aurier in the back there. There's no real need for the. Why are you shouting? Are you doing commentary? You've only just joined the stream. You just joined the stream. Look, I've got I've got a microphone here and everything. Don't do that while you're shouting. That is commentating. It's not shouting. You're not listening to what I'm saying. There's some class words coming out here, my boy. What's up, Brads? How you doing? What team do you support, Brads? Benny Blanco on the ball for Arsenal. Just holding it in the back there. Pass it to William Saliba. Saliba to Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu, the Japanese international, back to Benjamin White. Collected there in the half by the captain, Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard finds Saka on the right. What's he got to do? Havertz to Partey. Partey to Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu finds Martinelli on the left. Declan Rice there gives him the option, but he goes back to Tomiyasu. See? Why weren't you at the game if you're a true gunner? Is that the litmus test of a true gunner? Come on, bruv. Grow up. Martin Odegaard tries to find Rice. I have no idea where they are on the pitch. Well, what are you watching it on? Are you watching it on some dodgy... Surprised you ain't in a full kit. Oh, bro, have you been drinking this morning? Did you put beer on your cornflakes? What's going on? What's going on? Oh, so what? You want some more descriptions of where they are on the pitch? My commentary's not good enough, Scott. A minute ago, it was like being on FIFA. Now look, what's going on? All right, you're gonna get names now. Oh shit! I forgot I was doing a stream on YouTube. I was just about to get serious there. Laptop was coming on my lap. Scott's been drawing me out now. Tomiyasu there on the left hand side of midfield for Arsenal in Nottingham Forest half. Passes it to Declan Rice, back to Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu to Saliba in the Nottingham Forest half. Do need to be more descriptive. Benjamin Blanco drops it to Bukayo Saka there. Saka, 2 step overs on the wing, tries to get past his man. But Anya has done very, very well today. Saka's not got too much. Yes, he has got his goal, but he's kept the England international very frustrated. I feel like you're helping me. Like, this is training. I feel like you're like, yeah, but if I was blind, I wouldn't know where they are on the pitch right now, bro. You need to tell me. Be more descriptive. Saka with a long throw to Eddie Nketiah. Eddie Nketiah. Is that a handball for the Forest player? Odegaard. Odegaard takes the shot. Or was that a cross? Who knows? Not in the Forest on the break. Serge Aurier. Is that Bolly? Oh, lovely little skill there from the Nottingham Forest winger. Gibbs White. Turn. Nottingham Forest have definitely found a bit more confidence in this game after Arsenal have allowed them to get back into it. You're killing me. You're killing me. This is not. I just decided to do this today. He wants full descriptions. I'm gonna have to start looking this up, listening in the rest of the afternoon when I watch some games. How are they describing? Listen to it on the radio. I don't even think they do that, you know. I don't even think they go that deep. I think they just make the assumptions that everyone knows where everyone should be playing. Aaron Ramsdale jostling about in the box with his hands in the air, trying to show that he's a presence there. And Nottingham Forest players are definitely targeting the England international. Maybe they feel there's a weakness there in his set-piece game that they can exploit. They are definitely circling around him like a bunch of vultures ready to pick at their kill. Crossing there from Gibbs White, and it's gone straight over Ramsdale. But as I said, there was a lot of Nottingham Forest players targeting Aaron Ramsdale. Not the tallest of goalkeepers, but he's definitely a presence in that box. And if you look at it, he was getting pulled. His shirt was getting pulled. if that was to go in, we're definitely talking about a disallowed goal and a foul. Because one thing VAR has got is plenty of eyes on the ball. And yeah, he's actually done well today. He has done well. That Danilo is coming off. I think I've seen him once. Oh, they brought on the former Liverpool forward. They brought on two former Liverpool players, Nico Williams and Awoniyi. The two former Liverpool players, Nico Williams, Welsh international, and former Sparta, Lokomotiv Moscow forward, Awoniyi. Tomiyasu in at the left-back position. Some people will be asking why Kieran Tierney wasn't brought in. Questions will be asked the Scottish international as to whether he should be staying at Arsenal beyond this transfer window or even up until this transfer window. Mate, I should start practicing. I should do like in between jokey and serious commentaries. Nothing too serious. Oh, Aaron Ramsdale with the ball closed down. Brennan Johnson's grabbing his ribs there. Maybe he took a rib shot from the ball. Major commitment there from Brennan Johnson, but was it worth it? Put the pressure on Aaron Ramsdale there. Someone questioned the timing his dog is kicking. Could you have released it earlier? Great block. I don't understand why Johnson's grabbing his ribs, considering it hit his ankle. But he did. And why has he got a purple rinse? Why has he got a 70-year-old lady's haircut? Brennan Johnson, what's going on? What was that face? Eddie comes off, and Leandro Bossard, the little Belgian devil, comes on. Arsenal, this is what they've got. The strength in depth is exactly what they've got. When we talk about Arsenal, when we talk about strength in depth, it's being able to take off players like Eddie Nketiah and being able to bring on players like Leandro Trossard. Class. From January until the end of the season, Trossard would manage to rack up amazing 12 assists for Arsenal. Only one goal, but 12 assists. The amount of games he played, that is very impressive. I expect him to fully double those stats in the coming season and possibly hit double figures with the goals. I also think that Arsenal, with Trossard on now, they are not giving up. They're definitely going for the jugular here, and they're going to ramp it up now because he will not let off. They're going to go for the third goal. Benjamin White in the Arsenal half drops a lovely little bit of footwork to send the Nottingham Forest player. Knocks it round Nico Williams to try and run onto it. Ben White, not White Lightning. So I don't know why he thought he could take on Nico Williams like prime Thierry Henry, but he tried it. And God loves a trier, don't we, people? Let's get those likes up. Let's get people joining the stream. Probably and asking why I'm shouting. How you doing, Della? You good? Nottingham Forest holding their own now after going 2-0 up. Arsenal going 2-0 up. It did look like Nottingham Forest could be in a little bit of trouble, but now they've managed to hold strong and they've kept it now at 2-0. Cooper, the boss there, wincing. Is he wincing or is that just his normal face every day? I feel like he constantly looks like he's got smoke in his eyes. $3,006 likes. Come on, Arsenal. I said 3-0. I said 3-0 score prediction. Everyone remember the stream yesterday? It's 3-0 score prediction. Gabriel Martinelli drops the shoulder and finds the space to Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard to Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz is going to look around. He's going to pass the ball. He's looking for a bit of space. Sees Declan Rice hits the post there for Arsenal. Declan Rice looking for glory in his first game for Arsenal. Hits the post, whips it in from a ball back from Kai Havertz. And it is a great shot from Declan Rice. Nearly scores, Matty Turner gets fingertips to it and pushes it onto the post. Unlucky there from Rice. Rice, baby. Not today. Matty Turner earning his stripes there. The stripes that are currently sitting on his shoulder. 3 saves, 3 stripes. Matty Turner looking like a decent investment there for Nottingham Forest. Martin Odegaard with the corner. Looking for a player. Who's he going to pass it to? Who's the man that he's looking for? Kai Havertz. Can he get a goal for Arsenal on his debut? Oh, Matt Turner looked a bit lucky. It looked like he didn't know that that ball was actually dropping to his feet. Well, it did. Good throw out there. Good break there from Matty Turner. Finds Brennan Johnson. Brennan Johnson's met with Bukayo Saka. If you're going to try and outpace someone, the last person you want to turn around and see is Bukayo Saka. It's like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Nottingham Forest, Aurelier, and then Bukayo Saka does his defensive duties there and blocks the ball. But the pressure is still on for Arsenal as Nottingham Forest have a corner. I completely understand why Arsenal took their foot off the gas. They were smooth sailing, even going to the start of the second half, they were looking good. But they've let Nottingham Forest get back in the game, and now they're giving an opportunity. You keep on giving them corners. It only takes a second to score a goal, and then you're banging trouble. Then the pressure's on you. The ascendance is on them. They may score another. The crowd gets on your back, and the next thing you know, it's 2-2. And then someone who scored predicted 2-2 in the comment section in that first half is sitting there waiting and laughing at me, gagging to get back into this screen to turn around and say, ha, see, I said 2-0. But Martinelli could quash that, ha, right now. Brennan Johnson twisting and turning in his own half near the corner flag. Back to Joe Worrell. Back to Matty Turner in the Nottingham Forest area. Matty Turner goes for the long ball with his left foot, but straight to Thomas Partey. It does seem sometimes in this game that Matty Turner had forgotten that he has made the transfer north of the border to Nottingham Forest, and he feels like he's still playing for Arsenal. He's at home in the Emirates Stadium, so it's understandable. Martin Odegaard's on the ball to Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka back to Martin Odegaard, but a poor pass. And it could be classed as a good block there from the Nottingham Forest midfielder. Gibbs White has probably been one of Nottingham Forest's only rays of hope today in this game. It's caused Arsenal a little bit of trouble, but Arsenal's still been able to deal with the England under-21 international. Brennan Johnson goes down, and then the boss is talking to it like, yeah, all right, Brendan, I'm going to take you off. And he's like, no, you ain't. Anthony Elanga, the Norwegian international, former Manchester United forward, comes on for his debut against Arsenal for Nottingham Forest. Will he make a difference? Brendan Johnson, with his first half opportunity, shows why he's never worth £50 million. Shows why you can't be going to spend £50 million on a player who's a £20 million player. Like, wild valuations going around for a player who just looks all right, who just looks half decent. And they're talking about him to replace, what's his name? Harry Kane. You're going to replace Harry Kane with Anthony Elanga? Fucking hell, mate. Like, just go and get the championship badge right now. How Saka got through there? Yeah, that's it's just cynical, and that's his second one. Mangala, only 10 minutes left for the Arsenal game. Elanga is good though. He's not bad. He's probably this is probably a good club to go to. This is a good club to go to for him because he should get games. Bukayo Saka. Oh! Declan Rice with a volley reminiscent of what you may have seen from Mesut Ozil. I don't know how much he meant that, but it did trouble the goalkeeper. And Matt Turner, very frustrated Matt Turner's punched the ground after he's made the save, feeling that he can do better than that. He can do better. Sorry, yeah, mate. Honestly, you talk this much, you get tired. Did Kai Havertz receive a forearm to the face there? Oh, Langer there used his pace and power as he strides down the Arsenal left all the way into the box. It's a goal! It's a goal there for Nottingham Forest! Anthony Langer with an immediate impact from the former Manchester United trainee. Power, pace down that left. The ball into Awamya. What are Arsenal doing? I said 10 minutes ago, Arsenal have allowed Nottingham Forest to get back into this game, and they did. And they have got themselves into trouble. I can't understand why Arsenal have allowed Nottingham Forest to come back into this game. And that is, it's not a foul. It's a clash of heads. And why he was not closed down there? Kai Havertz is not even a defender. There's no reason why he has that much open space. There's no right back. There's no one filling in at right back. Where's the DMs to cover there? Where was Ben White not following his man? He's letting him get in front of him. Poor defending all over from Arsenal. Poor from the front. Poor from the back. Sort it out, Arsenal, and finish off this game and get another goal. Sloppy. Absolutely sloppy. Arsenal, this game could actually be a potential 12 minutes. Oh. Who's that on the left? Who is that on the left? Is that Saka? Why is he jogging? What's going on, Arsenal? Nah, it's not even a case of we thinking we already won. We're just taking our foot off the gas. We're just like passing it around, not really pushing for a goal. Come on, Arsenal. Gabriel, why didn't he start? Odd. Why was Saka walking back there? At first, I was like, I don't even believe it's Saka because he had his socks like Eddie Nketiah. Come on, it's got very sloppy. Well done, Trossard. Trossard wins the ball back to Martinelli. Martinelli to Declan Rice. Declan Rice. Come on. What are you doing? What's going on? Fucking stream. Martinelli to Declan Rice. Declan Rice to Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu on the left. Back to Trossard. Trossard finds Martinelli. Will Martinelli find the ball back to Trossard? No, he's gone on his own there. Did anyone give him the shout? I don't know, but Saka's cleaned it up. Referees refusing to give Arsenal the free kick they're looking for on the edge of the box. Thomas Partey plays the ball out to Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard finds Havertz in the box. Havertz takes the shot. it's still in play there. What's he going to do? Is he going to go for the cross? He finds the captain, Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard shifts the ball onto his left and right. A quick shimmy from the Norwegian. Back to Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz back to Martin Odegaard. And they're just, again, Arsenal are doing what Arsenal do and they're keeping possession. But is anything happening? Will anything come of it? They probably need to take the wind, knock the wind out of Nottingham Forest right now before they get the bit between their teeth and go for the second goal just before this game finishes. William Saliba drops the shoulder and loses Anthony Elanga out to Tomiyasu. This string keeps on jumping. He keeps on bloody jumping. Oh, here he is. Why we've got Man City in the stands now? Tomiyasu on the edge, running into the box. To Tomiyasu to Martinelli. Lovely little 1-2 there between Tomiyasu and Gabriel Martinelli, but nothing came of it. Let's do. Let's get the old. Arsenal is the best team in the Premier League. City. You're back. Yeah, I noticed a couple of City fans jumped into the stream now. Huh? It's all fun. It's all love. It's all love. Oh, it's NFO, not knots. Better change that. NFO. All right, I haven't done a thumbnail to it. I'm just going to go live. Get up! Get up! "86 minutes, only 4 minutes left of normal time." And we've got Forest fans in here now. Come on, Forest fans, join us. How long have you played FIFA? No, we're not going to lose it. I've not played FIFA in years. I was a Pro Evolution fan. Kai Havertz on the left to Martin Odegaard. Kai Havertz with the ball in the area. Sees Bukayo Saka. Saka goes for a cheeky back heel, but the player was offside anyway. Could he adjust his body a little bit more to get the actual shot off and get in there ahead of the defender? Who knows? That wasn't on his mind. He was looking for something a little bit cheeky. Yeah, sometimes you think the simpler option is the better option, but I'm not sure he actually had it there for him, John. People are like, this motherfucker is crazy. Who are they bringing on? Kanate. Is it Kanate? Scott knows. Anyone else joining the screen is like, fucking this geezer, just a been muted for ages. How long was I muted for? No one wants to tell me I've been muted. I muted myself on YouTube and I've been watching you lot, so I've not even seen it. And no one even mentioned it. What a stream that was for them people. Watching me lip sync for an hour and a half. What a doofus I am. Fucking hell. Don't worry, people. The next live stream will be so much better. You'll actually hear my voice.